Looking through the lens, opinions of three friends. Looking through the lens, sometimes they don't make sense. Welcome back,
Hello.
minasan. It is your boys from the Unholy Trinity, isn't that right?
No.
Remember us?
What's a trinity?
What's an
Trinity
unholy?
is three musketeers from
Like the
But we're not American. We don't have guns.
topic we don't touch today.
Yeah.
good thing we don't have school. Speaking of school,
You know what we do have? We have three people. Me, Patronus Gold. On my right, Mr. Sun Dude, Mr. SCL.
It's
And-
completely reversed on my end, but we'll go with it. Mirror images. We love
I don't know what the actual order looks like for Dio because he's recording.
well,
but
what you're
on
saying
my
is so
far
far
right is Zephyros.
correct. Hello,
it. Zephyros
everyone.
is underneath me. Like usual.
Hey,
The bottom.
what do you say, Batman?
So it has been a while, and
Right.
we are back. We've what's happened recently? I mean, I moved to the city, so that's taken
We
quite a
took
while.
a
I
well-deserved
also
break.
ended up getting I
Like
also got
Scammer.
COVID, so that was something that delayed some recordings a bit.
When the fuck was even our last upload? A month ago?
We technically
2 months
streamed the election,
really?
so
Right, but
Not
that's
an
like
upload.
not Unholy Trinity regular.
yeah.
Regular is a
in
relative
fact,
term
if
now.
you,
It was a month ago.
Yeah, it was. It used to be. But if you stick around to the end of the video, I think we'll be talking about some of the changes we'll be making to the channel we've had a lot of time to think, I think, over the last few weeks about where we want the channel to go
Last
and the
2 months.
optimal way.
We might be doing a proper podcast this time around, or next time around, rather. Is that right?
Well,
Is that
no
right?
spoilers. We'll get to it. We'll get to it later.
All
We'll
right.
get to it later.
Spoilers is
Let's get
we
spoilers.
are releasing a burger review soon on a separate channel. There you go. Yes, spoilers.
All right. So for this video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. To make up for all of the weeks we've missed, we'll be doing a rapid fire review. We're going to give our general thoughts on whatever we've been watching, and we'll do it more like a bit of a podcast, I guess. We're just going to kind of talk. We don't really have a specific order of anything. It's just general, and that's a little bit of a teaser of what we're going to do with the channel, but we'll get to that later. Is there anything else you guys want to address before we get into talking about stuff?
Free Friday night.
No, don't do that.
You
Bleep
get
that out,
doxed,
dear. Seriously, don't put that in there. Bleep it out.
All right, yeah, I'll cut that.
Yeah, thank you. What the fuck, mate?
Address. You asked for an address. I gave one.
Don't
That is
get
true,
me
that is
it's
true.
my. Also, how do you have my address memorized?
Because
I
we've
literally
been
had to email that guy.
applied the fucking building
that-
manager.
Oh.
Has he replied? No.
Has you replied?
No, not at all. Nothing. Do you want me to
fucked.
spam him again?
Just after 2 weeks, I'll go down and ask him.
Bad
Damn.
service, man.
Anyway, since we've now exposed everything, let's get on with the review.
Yeah.
So, what have you guys been watching recently?
Do you guys
Dog shit.
remember?
Nothing.
Well, this is not recently, but I'm just going back to the back catalog here. Remember Morbius?
Yeah. Fuck, mate. I do remember Morbius. Me and
Do you remember Morbius,
Sunman, we saw it together.
Dr. Michael Morbius.
What a great movie.
Man, that was shit movie,
What do you mean? It's the greatest movie of all time.
but also the greatest movie of all time.
I love Jared Leto.
Yeah, I did. I'm very original. Matt
Has-
Smith.
Oh yeah, Matt Smith was in there. He was kind of cool. I liked his performance.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
No,
He was a funny evil man.
I mean, he
You
was
don't like
just the
that?
stereotypical. it's like back in the early 2000s. You know how like the thing with the superheroes was like it's like you see that in, like Iron Man and like Spider-Man 3. You have to have bad version of main character to be the villain, and that is what this movie does
What do you
in a
mean
very
bad
like
version of main
stereotypical.
character?
You know that's the thing where it's like they're like
Oh, as
the
in like
version of the main character, but if one thing went different, they would go down a
Okay.
darker path. You know that sort of
Right,
stereotype.
right.
That's what like they went with in this movie. Also, it happens off screen, which is kind of funny, but like it was so stupid. Yeah,
Well, that's just that's writing. But I think he performed
The
a
funny.
good performance. You get me? He funny
Yeah.
man. He make good evil man, just like in the last movie he was evil man. The British movie named
Last
he
night
was
in
Jack.
Soho.
Yeah, he was kind
Do
of
we
like
ever
Jackie.
we reviewed? Yeah, we reviewed
We
that.
reviewed that.
Hell
It was good.
yeah.
That was yeah. We should recommend Morbius, Dr. Michael Morbius. It's Morbin time, Morbius.
I watched it once and I won't watch it again. That's my recommendation.
Very well, very
And
well.
it's even worse
Very
watching
good.
the Slotlights version
Yeah.
because I couldn't see shit.
Yeah.
Adds to it.
Oh, actually, the
That's the good
Slotlights
experience.
ads are kind of like the good parts of the movie. The only parts I enjoyed. You know, when the guy
Nice.
shows up with the blender and then he puts like random shit in it and it explodes. Do you guys
Yeah.
know that bit? Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Fucking jeez.
Anyway, that was
Bangers.
Morbius.
That was
Yes.
Morbius. Fuck, what else? Oh, did any of you watch X? Was
Just
that
X.
it's called X? Like with the
Then
letter X?
no, I have not watched X.
It was like a horror movie about these people, these young adults who go to a place to shoot a porno, and horror
Oh, you
stuff
told me
happens,
about this.
and you see the silhouette of Kid Cudi's penis. But that was a fucking great movie. You should watch it. It's a good one. I like
Shall
it.
I watch it just for Kid Cudi's penis silhouette?
I'd say yes. He actually does like a good performance, and I don't like that performance. I mean, like his acting as well. But yeah,
It's good. He has good performance in two aspects. That's good to know.
yeah, that was a pretty good one. Fuck, what else have we watched?
We watched
What
a
did you
little
guys
show
watch?
called Moon Man, remember? Oh, no, not Moon Man. Moon Knight. You remember Moon Knight?
Did you call it Midnight?
I call it Moon Man.
Man, Midnight was. I don't know. I found it like okay. I don't think it's like anything special. I think it's fine.
Yeah. I think it could have been much more, if it was
Yeah,
expanded
it probably could
correctly.
have been.
But it was a good
I don't
show.
know. I found it
All
like one of the more boring Marvel shows, in my opinion. I think Oscar Isaac's performance was definitely like, the most interesting part of the movie, and that's like, yeah.
British.
British.
And the ending's kind of rushed, and I don't like the way they introduced the third personality in like a post-credit scene.
You
I
know
thought
what it
that
is?
should have been more like in the show.
Kind of a mix of Uncharted and superhero stuff, is it?
I guess more like Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Uncharted is Indiana. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Personally, I'm a better fan of the name Moon Guy.
Yeah, Moon Guy.
Not Moon Man.
No, not Moon Man. Moon Guy is a bit more laid back.
Is he a guy who moons
Chill
people?
guy.
Mm.
Maybe he
Oh,
is.
so is that what the Blood Moon was about?
Yeah, he was having hemorrhoids.
Right.
So, every man has
Jack
his
is very
day.
popular. Jack is very popular.
Yeah,
Is
sorry
he?
about that.
Popular boy. Anyway, Moon Man was alright. You guys should watch it if you like Egyptians. I don't.
I reckon if you haven't watched it, you're probably not going to watch it by now. But if you've watched it, if you were planning to watch it, you probably did watch it. Like that's probably. I don't think there's anyone else waiting to watch the show. Actually, if you look at the numbers, this show did pretty bad in terms of viewership.
Because no one
It's like
knew who
the
Moon Man is.
yeah,
Who's Moon Man?
that is true. And I'd say like as a way of introducing the character, this show doesn't really make him. I don't know. This isn't like the best Moon Knight outing that they could have given us. So like, I don't know. I think it might struggle with roping in viewers. That's kind of like what happened here, because like they just. I don't know. If they made it like super intriguing, maybe more people would have watched it. But I guess also because like brand recognition and like people don't know Midnight, so people don't like things that they don't understand.
It's more like people
Wow.
fear things they don't understand, right?
Yes,
That's the
people are scared
issue.
of Egyptians.
Me too. Because they're different than me, therefore bad. Speaking
Yes,
of
that is.
bad, actually we have a lot of Marvel stuff in the past 2 months, do we? We got Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's a new one, and like, yeah, we could talk about Multiverse of Madness. What do we think about Multiverse of Madness, please?
This to me was the first movie I watched like by myself. No banter going on in the cinema with anyone I was watching it with. And just at that point, it was like just like true final like nail in the coffin realization that I have zero opinions on films.
I think you're gonna say I
Even
have
after
zero
hearing
friends.
opinions. Yes, that as well. This is a
Wait.
strictly business relationship that we have here right now.
Yeah. But I was going to
Business
say,
favors.
how is the experience of seeing a movie alone? Because like I've done that before, and I find it like very, I don't know. I find it, I don't know, almost therapeutic in a
Isolating.
way. It's just like you sit in the movies and you get completely absorbed in another. If the movie's good enough with their world building, you get like completely absorbed in it.
Yeah.
In a
Kind of
way that,
depends
like,
on the
yeah.
movie.
It happens to me anyways. Unless the friend sitting right next to me.
What about in Morbius, Spain? When we were watching
Morbius.
Morbius.
That was just yes. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
I feel the same way, mate, when watching a movie alone.
Yeah.
But it also depends on the movie, right? If it's like a serious movie with like good world building and that, you get absorbed in it. But for me, if it's like a funny hee hee ha ha movie, I'll just be like hee hee ha haing along, you know?
On my side, because Dio has like a weird sped up, slow down thing because his
Oh, the
mic's
camera.
being weird or something.
True.
He said he ha so fast.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah.
Pee pee poo poo.
Poo poo pee
What was I
pee
gonna say?
hee hee ha ha.
In my opinion, with Multiverse of Madness, I don't think it lived up to the expectations
Not at all.
that like Marvel had created for us, and they kind of lied in their marketing. A good example is when the IMDb description for the movie was just a straight out lie for a while because they wanted to avoid spoilers, and I don't think it really reaches where I wanted it to go because I had just come out of like Everything Everywhere All Once a few weeks ago, which is like up here, probably my favorite movie of the year. And like this movie kind of had no chance to be as good as that. And it kind of steals a lot of plot points from that movie. But I don't know which one started production first, but like they have a lot of the same way they do the multiverse. And I thought they handled it better in that one. In this one, so yeah, like I think the expectations and stuff kind of ruined it a little bit. And like it has no ties to like the trailer was just a straight out lie. Like there were dialogue in the trailer cut out because they just weren't in the movie because they're not real, actual
They're
what's going
fake
on. Like this has
dialogue.
no connection to No Way Home, like whatsoever, even though the trailer made it seem like it. However, upon a second rewatch, without any of those expectations, because I'd already seen the movie, I think it is one of the I wouldn't say better MCU movies, but like it's definitely a good MCU movie in the way that it's unique with its horror stuff. Like I think that is the biggest thing going for it, the horror stuff.
Sam Raimi moments.
Yeah,
they're good.
And there is a particular fun scene in the middle of the movie where there is a slasher moment, and I liked it.
Slashed from Guns N' Roses.
But I think it is a good movie, right? Do we all think it's good? Like
I
probably go watch
enjoyed
it if
it.
you're an MCU fan. Though you do need to watch WandaVision. Like I don't think you'd really, because they do something with Wanda's character in the movie that I think makes her kind of shallow, because they're trying to make her fit the role of a certain horror archetype. But if you've seen WandaVision, you'll get more of the motives behind her character, I think, because that's more of a character study than they do in this movie.
Because, like, if you didn't watch
So that's my
WandaVision
suggestion.
and you watch this movie, you're just like, who the fuck are these kids?
Yeah.
Because
And
there's
why
no,
is
like,
their
really
dialogue so
explanation.
bad?
Yeah.
Man, the kids were fucking.
Like,
I don't know what they think kids sound like, but the kids were like doing a weird song, and it was kind of like,
oh yeah,
I don't know, yeah.
Because they're trying to cheer up their mom or some shit. They're like, look at that funny song, mommy. It's so good. The script writers wrote it.
Yeah.
Doing your mom.
Doing your mom.
Well, yeah.
Oh, there's also there's like a weird misconception. It's the time, not the time warp. The universe warping kid. Is she Hispanic or is she like Asian or some shit?
What are you talking about, mate?
The fucking star kid. The multiverse jumping kid.
Sochi, like the actress.
Or the character.
The character's from another universe. Like,
yeah, so she's Hispanic.
She's from the utopian parallel. That's what are you talking about, mate?
I'm talking about a random Twitter thing where people are like,
she doesn't have
confused.
She doesn't have a race, right? Like she's a utopian parallel.
She lives in an alien world.
Race.
Yeah, but
she's like
But some people are saying she might be Asian or she might be Hispanic. So they're making funny jokes such as they made a Hispanic character's powers be about jumping borders.
What the fuck?
You get me?
Fucking hell.
I get you, but like that's kind of fucked, mate.
No, just a bit more insight into the whole character. But
this is how not funny the joke is when the two people in here gave the exact same standard answer for that joke, which is yes, but, and we said it in like exactly the same way at the exact same time without planning that.
Yeah.
Well, you guys just clearly don't have any comedic standards.
Hey, I am true. Well, speaking of comedies, who watched Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Oh, I did.
Well, then let me direct this at you, Sonny. It is the best movie I have seen all year round. I saw it with Nelson, and we were both completely just like awestruck. There's a man on top of the building out there.
Well, clearly
he's
that's a lie.
awestruck right now.
Because we saw Morbius together, and that was more awe-striking than anything else.
But like after that, I was like, I could never write again. Not Morbius, but Everything Everywhere All at Once. And it is so fucking good. Because like I went expecting like a fun multiverse adventure, and it gives you that. It gives you great comedy, great performance, and it made me cry like twice at different points in the film. Because fuck, it's an emotional movie. Like Jesus Christ. Especially if like I feel like a lot of people will probably be able to relate to a lot of stuff that happens in this movie.
I'm not sure if there was ever an emotional movie called Jesus Christ, Jack.
There probably is.
I guess, but like, I don't know.
Praise the Lord Almighty. Wait, there is a Jesus movie if you didn't know.
Dude, I think there are multiple Jesus movies.
Yeah. Is it emotional?
Well, you get to see like Jesus being like whipped to like and tortured and shit. So Sam motion.
That's kind of kinky.
Yeah,
Cool.
and like nailed to the
Huh.
cross. The whole shenanigans.
I would nail him on a cross. I mean, what? Nothing.
Ooh, ooh. You might get cancelled, mate.
That's why you never want to cross Jesus.
Yeah.
Now this is real comedy.
Yes, Everything All at Once. You watched it, right, dear?
I did.
Best movie. Best
It
movie.
was a good movie.
It's either the
but
best movie or the worst movie, so it's like you got to take your pick. Best movie or worst movie.
It's not the best movie.
Is it the worst movie then?
No.
It's one or the other. There's two of the extremes.
Well, what would happen if I say it is the worst movie?
Then we are disbanding.
All right.
We're breaking up. The Unholy Trinities no more.
I might get kicked out of the Unholy Trinity.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good movie. I wouldn't say it's the best. I liked it. I'd say it's a better Multiverse of Madness. Don't you reckon?
It is. Definitely. Yeah.
A lot of parallels also with The Matrix for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, good emotional and character stuff happening. Good world kind of logic. And like a lot of things, they bring up a lot of things you might want to think about, like a bit of philosophy in your life. Like the bagel.
Yeah.
Remember the bagel?
Bagel. Yeah.
And the opposite of the bagel is the mum's like googly eyeballs. Have you seen like an explanation of that flying around? So like the bagel is a black circle with a white hole in the middle. So that means the hope is surrounded by darkness and despair. While the view of the mum is a googly eyes. So where there's a black in the middle, right? So like despite the despair and the suffering, you still got a lot of things going on. Good things going.
Wait, did you come up with this analysis?
No, I stole it off someone on Twitter or some shit.
I thought you had like a big brain moment.
But it is a big brain moment. Think about it, yeah.
That is a big brain moment. That's actually clever. Very nice. Fuck. What else did we watch? What did we watch?
We watched the Turning Red. Remember Turning Red?
Fuck, we did review that. Oh no, I'm probably thinking of Encanto. Turning Red is literally just a better Encanto, in my opinion.
Easy? This is like a completely different story, though.
I mean, they both deal with the generational trauma aspect, but Encanto doesn't really do it properly. I mean, oh wait, I realized I wasn't there for your Encanto review, but I don't like that movie, so like.
You don't like it just because you don't like the Bruno song.
Controversial.
Sorry?
You just don't like it because you don't like the Bruno song.
I like the Bruno song. I don't really like many of the other songs there.
I like Capybara.
Me too.
Just the animal. Oh wait, yeah, there was a capybara in the movie. You're right. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Well, Turning Red's cool. It's about becoming a panda and forever becoming a panda. Red panda.
But like, I don't understand the movie because I'm not a girl, so I can't relate. So,
oh yeah,
terrible
that's
movie.
right. Terrible movie.
Yeah.
I am not Asian.
But it's actually pretty.
Teenage girl from the year 2002.
Yeah. I think it's actually a good movie. I don't think it's like amazing, but I think it's pretty good. And I like the soundtrack in Turning Red more than in Encanto. So like that's.
Yeah, because it's like a 2000s throwback. It's not just a full Disney nonsense. Yeah, not Encanto. Turning Red. I really like, I guess, the world they've built. And real nice. Good movie for your kids. A lot of metaphors for turning red, about things turning red, and about intergenerational trauma. But if you want a better media to talk about intergenerational trauma, listen to The Big Steppers
Yeah.
and Mr. Morale.
Yeah, that is. Do we review that as well? So you check that in there.
Yeah. Well, it's not a movie or a show, but that's it's good. Better than Damn. That's my review.
Yeah, it is better than Damn. Shall we give them a little tease of what's coming at the end of the year? A little bit of a
What is coming?
potential.
Are we gonna
concert
review a
review.
concert? Oh yeah. Right out. We're doing that, boys.
I think leaving it there is enough of a teaser, maybe.
Yeah. There we go. That's all you get.
Yeah. Do your research. See what you find.
Right out. A review from me.
Yeah.
I
Unless you
watched
just know
Sonic
already.
2.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
you
what
guys
did you
watch
think?
Sonic 2? No, you
I
didn't.
haven't seen
Nope.
it yet.
I haven't seen Sonic 1.
That's pretty
So
good.
I've watched Sonic 2 with only watching parts of Sonic 1. But with that, I must say Sonic 2 is better than Sonic 1.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Because now we get Knuckles and Tails. So it's
Yo,
not
but
just
we got
Sonic
the
and his
Tails thing.
shitty human man. To be
Yeah.
honest, I least like the moments with the human man. So like, but I like the
That's kind of the
adventures
typical thing.
with Sonic, Knuckles,
Yes.
and Tails fighting Eggman. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
overall, I
recommend.
would say good movie.
It's a good fun movie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of fucking animated movies with humans in it thing, we watched Chippendale the other day.
Oh yeah,
Rescue Rangers.
Chippendale.
I've actually seen it twice now.
Why'd you watch it again?
Because my friend came over, so I was like, "You have to watch this
Oh, yeah.
movie because everyone has to watch this movie at least once in their life, right?" I feel like this will go up there as one of the essential movies.
All right. What did your friend think?
We kind of both agreed it's pretty good, but like it's not nowhere. It's not great, but it's like it's pretty good for what it is. And it actually kind of has the ha-has, so like that's nice.
Yeah. They really did ruin Peter Pan though.
Oh, you want to know the really fucked thing? So you know the villain, the villain, the motive of the villain, right? It's like he was the boy in Peter Pan, and then as he grew older, like Disney fired him or whatever, and then he went down a path of like bootlegging movies and like running the drug operation. That's a real life story, but it's like much sadder. Like the kid who played Peter Pan, he kind of went down a path of drugs and then killed himself when he was like relatively young. So that's a fun thing to put in your kids' movie.
That is a
Thank you,
fun
Lonely
fact.
Island.
Oh yeah, Andy Sandberg in
Yeah.
it, and I guess the SNL gang wrote the movie for some reason.
Yeah. Do you think it was a good movie?
It's kind of like average to me.
Yeah.
But like, to be honest, just watch Space Jam 2. You get the same
But
thing.
like this is better than Space Jam 2, wasn't it?
Maybe I haven't
Apparently
watched
Space Jam 2
Space
is like
Jam 2.
actually bad. This one was like, okay, you got the
Just
you
watch
got, like,
the original
I mean,
Space Jam.
if you like the humor of Lonely Island, you'd probably like this, I'd assume.
But Lonely Island had made better jokes in the past.
They have made better jokes because this is still a kids movie, but like,
yeah. Speaking of being lonely, a long time ago you watched the Dumbledore.
But I was just
movie?
about to bring it up. Secrets of Dumbledore.
Yeah.
So I watched that movie in 4D,
Ooh.
and it was boring. It was very boring. I fell asleep, but then I got woken up in an action sequence because my chair started going like this.
Yes.
I don't think it's as bad as the previous movie, but like the previous movie was like incredibly like so much random shit going on, and then this movie kind of builds on the random shit. So it's like I'm still very much lost and confused as to what's going on, but like it is a bit more straightforward, I guess. It still kind of sucks, but like I think there were good moments of spectacle, maybe. I don't know, it's less boring than the second one. That's all I can say. I don't recommend it. I don't think it's a very good movie, but I watched it.
Right.
Nice.
Should
Yeah.
we talk about like
Did not-
random things we watched individually? Because I have a few,
Sure, go for it.
but these are not new movies or shows. I watched the first season of Miami Vice from 1984. Real fun,
How was it?
a classic, drug busting undercover cop action. I guess Miami Vice is kind of the inspiration for like modern cop shows in a way. So like I think it still stands in the sands of time. Still a good show. IMO, at least the first season. A lot of fun, a lot of action, a lot of 80s goodness, if you like 80s goodness. Banger
Yeah.
soundtrack. Recommend. I also watched 10 seasons of Gintama the anime in the past 2 months
Damn,
while you guys are gone.
look at you go.
Open off.
Great show. A lot of funny hee hee ha ha's. It's a gag anime. They make a lot of funny jokes, but it has its serious parts as well. Even emotional. I felt emotional at the time because I've been watching 10 seasons of this shit and I'm kind of invested. So I was
Damn.
emotional. Yeah, good show. 8 out of 10. Go watch it if you have the time.
Yep. I guess if we're speaking of TV shows, Dee and I watched Heartstopper, and
Oh,
I
yeah,
think we both
Heartstopper,
agreed
yeah.
it was really good.
Yes, I liked it.
Best show or worst show?
Worst show.
You think it's the worst show because it's homophobic, and I think it's the best show because I'm good.
I just don't like crackers.
I think it was, but it's like a really cute, wholesome show. So like, if you're into like cute, wholesome, just check it out.
Oh yeah, and
Like,
as
I
a
don't know,
teenage drama show, it doesn't have much drama or teenage angst, which is a nice, refreshing thing.
Yeah, which is really
Considering it's
refreshing.
also a Netflix show.
Yeah.
We also watched Atlanta latest season. Is that
I
done
haven't
yet?
actually finished it. No, have you?
I've watched till episode like 8.
Oh, that's like the finale,
Is
right?
that the last one? I think I'm missing like an episode, but we'll see. Which the bit of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Mm,
We watched Peacemaker. Did we review Peacemaker?
no. Peacemaker.
If we haven't reviewed it, it was good, right?
It was a bit of
Good.
fun.
That's what we thought.
Yeah, it's a bit of
Sandman,
fun.
Shaman.
Yeah. Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Nice.
John Cena. I think this
John
is
Cena.
one of John Cena's best.
It's a fun James Gunn adventure, right?
Yeah.
How I Met Your Father. We watched that.
Did we finish that? I guess we did.
We did because I remember the finale had Robin from How I Met Your Mother showed
Oh
up.
yeah, lady. How I Met Your Father. We didn't meet the father.
Yeah, it was a shit show. They're like, I get it, shit show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
To
the
be
premise
honest-
is kind of interesting, but like it's not very good.
Isn't it kind of the same
you
show as a spin-off? It's supposed to be a
That's-
spin-off, but it's like the same shit but worse.
It's like, well, the premise is kind of different because it's like you already know who the father, like you know the father is one of the people in the friendship group, right? But who's it gonna be?
But in the friendship group, there's like one guy left.
Yeah,
So
but
like,
who's it gonna be?
Who's it gonna be?
The finale was kind of high-key super because I remember, I don't know, it was dumb.
Oh yeah, the dude came back. That's right.
Yeah.
The dude who went to Australia.
So do we recommend it? I'd say no. Would you concur?
Watch it if you hate yourself. Just like how I hate me.
Right. I think the final thing that I remember watching was Diabolical, right?
Despicable Me 5.
Huh?
The new Despicable Me movie.
Did you watch that?
No,
Not out yet, is it?
I don't think it's out yet.
No, it's not. I know that because I'm looking forward to it.
I watched Despicable Me 1 and 2, I think, back in the day.
Yeah, I did too. What was I saying? Yeah, we watched Diabolical, and I think we generally liked it, right?
What was
As
in
much as any
Diabolical?
anthology goes, it's got like its ups and downs, but like overall, probably check it out if you like The Boys.
Oh yeah, The Boys, yeah. Check it out. Good animation.
Good animation, yeah. Which reminds me, I'll probably end up covering Love, Death, and Robots Season 3 at some point. I presume.
You know the thing we stopped watching? Monkey.
Like the new season came out today. Oh, you haven't watched that yet, right?
Watched an episode.
Yeah.
Do you plan on finishing Superman and Lois?
I'm low-key interested because it seems like a lot of shit happens. So I might end up watching it. I don't know if you guys want to join me for that, but like, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Nah. We'll see if we have time.
Yeah.
Superman and Lois.
Did I watch anything else? I don't think there were any new releases that I need to touch upon.
And then I think that's about it.
Jeez, mate, what's happening with your mic?
Someone's farting
Killing
outside
itself.
really loud. As in, like, someone pulled up with a Harley Davidson.
Someone
I
shitting
see, mate.
themselves.
Yeah, they shat themselves.
Big pee poo poo.
All right, if we have nothing else to touch upon, shall we go into our important channel news?
Okay, what's the important news?
All right, so as we have been thinking about the course of our channel and just the way our schedules have been pretty busy and how we kind of want to do things, we are thinking of returning back to our original idea for the channel, which was a podcast. A podcast that I reckon, rather than doing one like review for a movie, we're probably going to cover like whatever's films, TV shows we watched in the week, kind of like this, but like probably a bit longer, more in depth,
more podcast
discussions. And we'll probably expand to more platforms and stuff for wider reach and maybe listener ease for you guys at home. Yeah. Though unfortunately, that will probably mean we may have to take about a week, maybe longer hiatus again.
That's nothing you guys aren't used to by now.
Yeah, just so we can figure some stuff out. But we do promise we'll definitely be back with our kind of revamped show. A bit more of a different.
Since we're doing a longer style podcast, we can like have a properly edited shit, like clips we can put on the channel as like reviews, quote unquote. So it's just clips from the podcast.
I will be looking into like actually getting a proper recording stuff. Well, I will rent out a recording space for myself.
Wait, RMIT
maybe
does have
Sunny,
like
if you wanted. Me and actually, Sunny, you could probably we could probably actually do a thing together. We could probably actually be in the same room. But like, if not, point being, like, I will look into trying to get a bit more of a nicer setup because
I remember RMIT having a radio place or a podcast place.
Yeah, we have something like that on our MIT campus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's kind of it for now. Yeah, that's it, right? Nothing much more. Tia's just doing finger guns, so I think that's time to wrap it up.
Congratulations
like and subscribe if you're excited.
Yeah, if you're
Yes.
excited.
Hit the notification button if you don't want to miss this new chapter in our channel's lives.
Yeah.
Comment
And-
down below what you're most looking forward to.
Tell us if you watched our
And,
election stream.
yes,
and
the election
who,
stream.
who you betted on sports bets.
Hell yeah. All right, we will look forward to seeing you guys in like a week, maybe a bit longer. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. This is goodbye forever.
Toodaloo.
Bye bye.